Okay, good morning. Today's topic is data management in Salesforce. What is exactly data management? Data, in a sense, are facts. Here, it is a facts about the things, facts about the employee, facts about the student. Like that, it is a facts about the things. The data management means here managing the data. Managing the data in the sense, how can you inserting the data into Salesforce? How can you deleting data? And then how can you performing updations and then export and import the data. Here it can be done in by using three ways. Not only three ways, we have a number of ways are there. I know these three ways. Here one is a manually. You can insert the data manually one after. That means you can insert a record one after another, and then you can delete the record one after another in a Salesforce. That is a way of manually you can insert the, you can create the record. And then second important one is a data import wizard. Here the data import wizard, with the help of data import, what is a data import wizard? The data import wizard is a application, or it is a simply tool. By using this tool, you can perform the insert, update, and then upset. Upset in the sense, update and delete. It's maybe you will perform the update and delete operations, and then by using this data import wizard, you can upload the, you can insert the 50,000 of records, up to 50,000 of records at a time. By using manually, you can insert the one record at a time. Here coming to the other one is a Apex data loader. Here another important one here is Apex data loader. What is the Apex data? Apex data loader is also a one tool for inserting, deleting, updating in order to perform any data management operation. It is a tool, and then it is a client application used to insert, delete, update. That means you will performing the different operations on a data. You will use a this client application, and then the data loader process the bulk data, large amount of data at a time. It will process, it will insert large amount of data, it will extract a large amount of data. Here it uses a CSV file of CSV file format. Here comma separated file format, and then you can upload up to 5 millions, I think maybe up to 5 millions or 5 lakhs, 50 lakhs of records. And then it is all standard and custom application. You will perform the data loader on all standard application account, like that different standard applications are there, and standard objects are there. And standard object you will perform in the, and then custom objects, you that means user created object, you may perform in the this type of operations on custom objects also, and perform insert, update, delete, upset. Upset in the sense update plus delete, and then delete, hard delete, and then export and import. Here export and import operations, these are all different operations are performed by the data load. That means more number of, if you want to add more number of records, you will use a this data loader. And then view the, this also view the detailed success and error log file in a Apex data loader. This is some description about the data loader. We will go to the practical demonstration. If you do want to do here, if you want to performing this information, you have to, one thing you have to performing the, what is the operation? First log into the data, log into the Salesforce. How can you log into the Salesforce? If you are logging to the Salesforce by using login.salesforce.com, there they, it will ask the username and password. Click on the username and password, then the information like this. Here if you go to the sales is a one application, you will use the, this is called here classic view. You will use the all application in the top right corner. Here you will see the all application. Already you created a one custom application, that is called here college information system. In the college information system, you have a college is a one object, department is a one object, and then employee is another object. Different objects are there. The employee, if you comes to the employee number, employee name, net salary, and then department number, and then mobile number and email address also there. Here this is some information. First I want to create the first thing. What is the first kind of data management? The first kind of data management here is a manually. How can you inserting the data manually? Here for doing manually insertion, here go to emp table and then creating a new record. Here create a record type of new record 1 2. That means we may create the 1 2 available emp types. That means already you have a format is there. One record. Here I'm going to creating the record like this. Employee number. Here for example 20. Employee name and then the UMA and then employee salary 9,000 and then department number. That means it is a lookup table. Already it's created the master detail relation. Here you have to select from here only. Here it belongs to 30 and then mobile number you may give any mobile number and then for example I'm giving the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. That means I'm giving one number and then email address. You may take the email address some uma@gmail.com email.com and then save it. This is a way creating the record manually. If you want to see that record, you may see the record. Go. That means you created a record number 20 already. That number here is it, this one. The 20 UMA 9,000 and then the mobile number 123. That means in this way you may create the record and then you may delete the record also. Here you have an option is there. I want to delete this 20. Yeah, okay. It will delete the record. And then I want to delete this record. You have an option is there. I don't need this record. You have a, for example, this record. I don't need this one. You have an option is there. Here, if you want to update the record, click on here. Here, okay. If you go there, and then if you want to update the record, you may update the record also. Here, the record 20. That means, unfortunately, salary I placed as a 20, the 9,000, but my salary is a, let us assume 20,000. That means you may update the record from here also. Save it. And then you may update the mobile number also from here. Unfortunately, it is a wrong mobile number. You may update the mobile number in this way. For example, 98740. Let us assume this is a mobile number like that. You may update the record manually. This is a process. Save it. That is in this way you will performing the data management by using manually. That means you will insert one record, you will delete one record, and then and so on. If you want to insert a more than 10 records, that means more number of records, up to 50,000 of record. How can you do? You go to the data wizard. The second option here is for doing that one, data import wizard. Here, what is a data import wizard? How can you perform the data import wizard? How can you inserting the data? How can you deleting the data? That means, let's say, if you want to go to the data import wizard is a tool. Here, the tool, you will go to setup, and then here you have a data management information is there. If you very difficult to identify the data management information, here there is a data management. Under the data management you have a data import wizard is there. If you need directly click here, data import. Yeah, here data import wizard is there. Click on data import wizard. Click on data import wizard. Yeah, it will the data import wizard appears like this. Here the import data in 3 steps. The first step here is to prepare your data for import. First you have to prepare some data and select the data to import, edit the field mapping, and then review the start import. For doing that information, you have to launch the wizard. Here click on launch wizard, click on launch wizard. Here loading that wizard, and then you are going to perform on which object, either standard object or custom object. That is a thing. Here I'm going to perform in the operations on standard object. The object is a emp employee. Here add new record or existing record. That means I want to add the record or update the existing record, or add new and update the existing record. That means you are going to performing these operations. Here first one here is a add record, and then update existing record, and add new and update existing record. Here I am going to add in the, click on new record. Here how can you add the record? Here you have a add new record, you have a certain option on here, matched by name. That means if it is a match, then only it will display that one. And then each user field in your file designates the record one. That means you may use any one. That means I don't need that one. That means trigger workflow rules and processes. That means you may apply the trigger workflow rules here, and then click on here. That means you have a facilities there, drag the file to upload. That means you drag and drop the file. Otherwise you have to upload the file. Click on here. Here what is the file here? I use it for this one. I am using the file name. This is a file. That means simply I am having the file size totally. Employee number 5 records are there. I want to add another record also. For example, let us assume the employee number 300. All are I am using the 300. Let us assume 325. Why? Because you want to know whether added the new record or not. For that one, I am using the 221, 322. Let us assume all are employee number 300 records. Here save it. Yes. Here I want to add this particular record. How can I add this particular record? Go to here, click on this one, go to select the file. Here where is the file? That is in somewhere else. That is in desktop UMA folder. In the UMA folder, dataset, from the dataset Salesforce, I'm selecting the all files. Sorry, open that one. If you open that one, here the file selected. Here next, click on the file selected and click on next. Yeah, if you click on next here, you have to the second step in this case here, edit the mapping. The edit the mapping field here, edit the field mapping emp. The your file has been auto mapped to existing Salesforce field. Here that means employee number is there in the CSV file also. If it comes to the CSV file, the employee number is there, employee number, employee name same, employee name, net salary same, department 1, department 2. Come here. Here the department number, but in our file the department number is a number, but their department number is a department 1. Here you have to map this file. Mapping, you have to map this one. Here unmapped thing, that means unmapped thing with mapped with some other field. Yeah, what is that field? The department number, the department number 1. Map it. Department number 1, change that. That means you will performing the mapping. You will performing the mapping in this way. Here for example, these are all fields for this one. Next, click on next. Yeah, 4 records. The 4 mapped fields are there. It's employee number, employee name, employee salary, and then department number. 4 fields you mapped this one, and then start import. Yeah, congratulations. Here your import has started, and then click OK to view the status of the bulk data. Yeah, these are all some of the records added. That means bulk data load job details. If you want to see the records whether these records added or not, yeah, you may verify that records. Click on here and then go. I think it's not added. Yeah, here added some records. The records processed 5 records, and then failed records are here. Failed records file, that means it's not processing the records. Why otherwise you may go for the department. It's a have the failed records. Why it is failed, I don't know. Go to the wizard, import wizard. Here go to the data, import wizard. It is showing that the reset import job EMP 5 records failed. It's maybe having the some layouts are there, that's why it's failed. Go to import, go to custom object, and then go to department, add record, CSV file. I am selecting the CSV file as a department CSV file. Go to dataset, the Salesforce CSV file, department file. Here, what is the department file? The department file consists of department number 100 and then 200. Here, department name ABC PQR Hyderabad. That means I want to add these records. How can you add these bulk records? And then select the file. I selected that one. Click next. And then I am going to adding these files. Click next. Here 3 fields mapped here. Start importing. Congratulations, your import has started. Click OK to view the status of the bulk load. Yeah, if it comes to here, the here process record these 2, and then record failed 0. That means the record success. Previously, why added the record in the employee table? Why? Because the employee table having some layouts, I think. So here added those record. I want to see the record success is there. Here it will showing that success bulk record, and then no failed records. Entire records loaded in this fair, and then go to the department. The department, if you go to the department, go it. Yeah, it will added the 100 and then 200 records. Here, if you have any doubt, that means I can clear that one. Again, you will add the more. If you want to add more number of record, let us assume. For example, already department number 20, the department number, for example, 400. One is a department. The department name is a AAA, and then it is in Hyderabad. Let us assume. And then department number 500. That is a BBB, that is in Hyderabad. And then let us assume department number 600. Let us assume 456. I'm NNN. The department name is Hyderabad. HYD. Let us assume this is a record. I want to add this record. That means totally. That means here department 100 to 20. The records are duplicate records, even though whether it add or not, verify that one. Duplicate records are there. That means it will add or not. Here, this is a, that means I want to add more records. How can you add more records? Go to setup, wizard, yeah, data import wizard. Go to data import wizard and then launch the wizard. Loading the bulk data, custom objects. In the custom object, department object. In the department object, I'm going to adding the records and then click on select the file, the file, department file, and then click on next, and then click on next, and then start importing. Yeah, here showing that 100% progress, processed record 5, and then failed record 0. No failed records are there. I want to verify the whether it is added or not, and then go. Yeah, you added these files. Here there is a one is there. That means even though duplicate record, it will add to the object, and then other records 600 added recently, and then 400 added recently, like this 200 added recently, again 200 added recently, 200 and 100 are the duplicate records. In this way you will add these records. The other important way here is a Apex loader. The third one here is Apex loader. Apex loader is a tool that process the bulk data, large amount of data. That means the wizard import wizard process the data in a particular format. Particular format in the sense it is a 150,000, more than 50,000. I want to add records more than 50,000. How can I add the more than 50,000 of record? Then go with data loader. How can you go with the data loader? Click on here, data loader, data loader, data loader. Yeah, click on data loader. Here there is a data loader is there. The data loader for the Windows, the data loader for the Mac OS. That means for installation process also they provided. That means how can you install this one? Here click on data loader for the window. That means why? Because I am using the Windows operating system. That's why click on data loader. After click on data loader, you have a some field is there. It will show you the, for example, it shows the, that means after click on a data loader and then install the data loader, it will shows the data loader icon. Here click on this data loader icon. If you click on this data loader icon, it will having the data loader installation. That means it will show in this way. That means in here you have a options are there. What are the options? Insert, update, upset, delete, and then import, export. All options are there. You may perform in any one option. For example, I want to export the data. How can I export the data? Click on export the data. Here I am having some data in a department table. I want to export the data. Here how can I export the data? It will ask the username and then password. Here not only password, here you have to use the security code also. The security code in this case, I'm having the security token. That means you have to include, in addition to password, you should include the security token. In addition to password, you have to include the security token for loading the data loader. That means username, just like a Salesforce username, and then password, Salesforce password. Plus, you have to concatenate the security token, and then click login. Yeah, login successful. Then that means login the Salesforce organization that will importing the your data. That means if you want importing more than 50,000 DAO record, click on next. Next, importing. That means you are exporting the data. How can you exporting the data? I want to export the department data, DEPT data. Let us assume DEPT data. Already DEPT having the some data is there. I want to export in the DEPT data. It will ask the target file. The target file is a DEPT one. Let us assume DEPT one where the browse where you are storing the data. I want to store the data in a desktop. Here I am storing the data in a desktop, and then click on next. Click on next. Here it will ask the data which fields you need. For example, I need all fields. In the sense you may select the all fields. I don't need all fields. I need only some of the fields. Let us assume a department location I need. For example, department number I need. For example, you have a different options are there. I need one is a department location. Yeah, I need department name. That means automatically creating the select statement. That means the process, and then you need if you need some of the salary, you may use, and then department name. The name here I am taking. Yeah, it's I need this information and then finish. Here select the department name, department location, and then department name, and then I need department number, DEPT number also. Okay, leave it. Enough. Finish. Yeah, you are performing the exporting data. Yeah, that means you may view the extraction information. This is a view extraction information. It will shows the extracted data information. That is a data thing. That means you have different loaders. In this way, you will perform the extraction, and then similar way, you may perform the data insertion also. Here, how can you perform the data insertion? I want to inserting the some records. Here, how can you inserting the record? Here, click on insert. Here, select the data object. Select your Salesforce object, you CSV file. That means you want to importing the more number of records. For example, I want importing from the department field. From where select the file. From where you are selecting the data. From the desktop. I want to see from the desktop. Go to this one, and then data set. In the data set, go to Salesforce. I am selecting the department. Open that one. Here I am selecting department, and then let us assume the files. You may change that files. 1 5 2 3 5. Let us assume in the file content also, and then here is the file content. Let us assume browse this one department, and then next. Click on next. Your operation will contains 5 records. Yes. Operation contain 5 records. Yes. And then click on department, location, department name, and then these fields. You have to edit the create a mapping. I want to create the mapping here. What is the mapping in this case? Here, I'm going to creating the mapping. Here, create a mapping. Here, how can you create the mapping? Here, department number. You have to name auto mapping or create a mapping. Department number. Department number, and then department location is there. You may selecting like this, department location, and then department name. Here, this is called here auto mapping. Department name. It is not selecting. Okay, 2 records enough, and then save. Okay, owner, and then okay, save it, and then next, browse where you are storing the, that means from where you are taking the data. That means select the directory where the success file, that means already imported 5 records. That means the success file where you are storing success file. That means I am using the desktop folder. For example, the folder name is a desktop. Make a new folder, or in the desktop I am going to creating the desktop file. Okay, or for example 1 2 3, let us assume, and then finish. Valid directory. Okay, browse it. You may select any one location. For example, I'm selecting the Salesforce. Okay, in Salesforce I'm creating the file. Insert the new record. Okay, yeah, view success. Here inserted that these records here. Here the record ID, department number, department name, one item, already 5 items created, 1001, 1002, 1003. If you want to see these records, you may see that records where you, from where you are getting these records. Here, go to Salesforce developer edition, go to Salesforce developer edition, and then here you have a department. In the department, go, that means we will view the all records. Yeah, here added the more number of records, 1001, 1003, 1000, 5003, like that. You may add the n number of records. Similarly, you will performing the, okay, you will perform the update. For example, I'm having the records like this. Here I'm having the records like this. 1000 records are there. For example, all are Hyderabad, but instead of Hyderabad, the record 6005. I'm going to updating as a, let us assume the name Tirupati. Instead of Hyderabad, I'm going to updating name as a Tirupati. Is it possible or not? Verify that one. That means that is done by using update statement. Click on update, and then on which record you are going to updating, which object, the department object, and then browse the file. Browse the file from the, that means I don't know whether it is saved or not. I want to say, first I want to save that one. Yes, click that one. Yeah, browse the file. Yeah, department. That means instead of Hyderabad, I saved it as a Tirupati. Next. Okay. Next, that means create a mapping. Here mapping, here is a department number. Here take the department number. Yeah, it is a department number. I am placing here, and then the next one here, department location. Here this is a department location. I am placing here. I think it's department location, and then department name I am placing here. It's not taking. That means enough, I think. Okay. Next, and then finish that one. If you need file, loading the updated file. Yeah, view the success information. That's not storing anything. Okay. That means in this way, you will perform the deletion operation, export all in the sense you are going to exporting the all data base related information. That is a thing. Thank you.